सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Let's enter into today's subject. Today's subject, Participatory Universe. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the 4th chapter, 15th verse, Vastu Samye Chittabedat Tayo Vibhakta Pantaha. Swami Vivekananda translates this sutra as, since perception and desire vary with regard to the same object, mind and object are of different nature. Swami Prabhavananda translates as, the same object is perceived in different ways by different minds, therefore the mind must be other than the object. Swami Satchidananda translates as, due to differences in various minds, perception of even the same object may vary. Bhagavan Osho translates as, the same object is seen in different ways by different minds. Let me enter into the sacred secrets revealed in this sutra. Participatory universe. Universe is not independent of your participation. Please understand, universe happens as you experience because you participate in particular way. When your participation changes, when the mood of your participation changes, when the attitude of your participation changes, universe changes. There are two sacred secrets in the sutra. One, when your participation changes, the universe changes. Second, as different minds experience the universe in different way, it does not have a definite existence. Not having definite existence, but creating the impact of existence on you is the reason why universe is named as Maya, is termed as Maya. It is the hands with which you touch. It is the eyes with which you see. It is the nose with which you smell. It's a tongue with which you taste. Plays a major role in the universe happening around you. The only job master does is changing your participation, gestalt, changing your approach, changing your gestalt is what I call initiation. Changing the way you participate is what I call initiation. Changing the way you perceive is what I call initiation. Initiation means giving you the larger picture of the whole and changing the way you perceive the existence. Sometimes initiation happens by the right words. Sometimes the initiation happens by the energy transmission. Sometimes initiation happens by inserting particular lifestyle in you. Sometimes initiation happens just by look, nothing much, just being seen. I can give you examples how Master's words change your participation in the universe. In Sanskrit, we have a very powerful word called Drishti Srishti. It is by your seeing, you create. In Zen, there is a beautiful cone. In a forest where there is nobody, in a lone forest, if a tree falls, will it make a sound or not? In a lone forest, if a tree falls, will it make a sound or not? Nobody knows. Sound happens only when a created vibrations are perceived by somebody. Till it is perceived, you can't name that as a sound. Even now, the fan is running, air cooler is running. Unless you remember about it, unless you hear it, you can't call that as a sound. When it was happening by itself, without you attending, or without your ears attending, without anybody attending, it cannot be called a sound. It's one more usual vibration. A leaf returning to the nature by becoming mud, or a vibration coming out of a tree when it falls and that vibration becoming one with the air. All is one and the same. There is no difference between a leaf falling from a tree and becoming one with the nature by becoming mud. And certain vibrations coming out of a tree when it falls and becoming one with the air. There is no difference between these two. Unless you hear it or say it. Your hearing names the vibration as sound. Your seeing names that leaf becoming mud as a separate from the sound when the tree falls. Happenings are just happenings. The way you look, the way you perceive, your gestalt, that is responsible for the universe you experience. Your participation is responsible for the universe you experience. I can give you an example from my own life, a latest example, fracture. Immediately after the fracture, I was talking to my brahmacharis and brahmacharinis, telling exactly what was going on inside me. I said, the main reason there is no suffering is because I am not looking back. I am not thinking, why did I get into that foolish horse? Why did I not listen to my coach's advice? Actually, my coach was insistent that Swamiji will get all the protection materials like a helmet and everything. Then you can get into the horse. Why take risk? I did not look back. I did not feel repent or I did not have guilt. First of all, why did I get this desire? Where the hell I am going to go by traveling on the horse? What is the reason? Second, just then I completed my walking. I did not come on the horse even 200 meters. Just then I got in. And why did all these ashramites shouting and cheering up? And why did this foolish horse got excited and threw me out? I could have sat and thought about all these questions. I tell you, when things have happened, it is time shaft, Kala Bhairava. After it happens, if you approach Kala Bhairava, time shaft, with the mood of post-mortem, questioning, you will only receive suffering. When you cut the dead body, you will only have the bad odor. When you cut the dead body, you will have only filthy things. Time shaft has already happened. It is Kala Bhairava now. It has become eternal. The only way to approach life, Kala Bhairava, is go either with acceptance or gratitude. Don't go with a post-mortem mood. Now all the questions I created now, why did I get into that horse? Why did I not listen to my coach's advice? Why did these brahmacharis put up loud music? Fortunately, I did not create all these questions at that time. I just know it is Kala Bhairava, the time shaft, life. Life, Kala Bhairava, time shaft, all these are one and the same. I am using different word. If you are a person who can understand only a form, then I give a form of Kala Bhairava. If you can understand a concept, I can tell you time shaft or life. Life, time shaft, Kala Bhairava is a master. He constantly teaches you. He goes on aligning you with him. I am very clear. Please understand, I am very, very clear. The moment the fracture happened, I am very clear. Kala Bhairava, the life, is aligning this hand, maybe for some auspicious, extraordinary powers and experiences to have it and express it. I just know maybe the hand is going to start materializing objects. Maybe the hand is going to give a powerful, direct enlightenment initiation to people. Maybe the hand needs to be aligned in certain way. I do not invite this accident. I did not invite the accident. Same way, I did not go to the life. I did not go to the master with a post-mortem mood. I went with the mood of initiation. Yes. Life. Understand. Beautifully, Gita says, Krishna very beautifully describes, Tadviddi pranipadena pariprasnena sevaya. Having the materials to serve and with the deep seeking mood and serving mood, approach the master. I tell you, approach the life in the same way. Approach life in the same way. I can tell you, life can initiate. Now I'll prove in few days. In few days I'll prove not only I did not have pain throughout this incident. See, that I proved already. I'll prove this has happened for some auspicious reasons. Maybe certain alignment is going on inside. Certain alterations are happening. Our foolish mind can question, can't universe, cosmos do all that without this fracture, this kind of wild methods? Can't it do in a mild way by itself? The only difference between you and me is I don't ask that questions. That's all. That is why he is doing it on me. That is why he is free to do on me. Because you will ask all these questions, he is not doing it with you. That's all, nothing else. When your participation changes, the whole happening becomes different for you. The same fracture which could have caused tremendous physical suffering, tremendous mental suffering, tremendous depression and distrust over the God or Guru or life or cosmos. Many people I have seen, a small ant bite or mosquito bite or a small blade cut, knife cut is enough. A small blade is enough, they will start blaming all 33 crore gods of India and Vedic tradition. Why did Ganesha not come and protect me? Why did Subramanya did not come and protect me? What happened to Kalabhairava with whom I was praying every day? What happened to my Nithyananda Swami every day I am doing Guru Puja? What happened to Anandeshwara whom I am worshipping every day? The amount of distrust they will have on life. Let's understand this participatory universe. See, now you feel your individual consciousness needs to struggle and the whole universe is an enemy to it and life is a constant struggle between the whole and your individual consciousness. One of our ashramite who has a strong faith on this astrology, he was telling, Swamiji, whatever is said and done, Sani touches everybody. You are having Yalra Sani, Janma Sani, that is why it happened. Understand, Sani is not our enemy, Even if he has done this, maybe he is aligning it for something great, something extraordinary. How can Sunny, who is part of me, be against me? Me, who is moving Sunny, can move it against me. No. The big problem is, even the so-called spiritual people, when they listen to all these things, these all can be a good justification. But fracture is fracture. These all maybe is telling to teach us something, encourage us. Be very clear. I will not talk anything which I am not really feeling as my own. I am not here to promote universe. I am not the advertising agent for the cosmos. I am not the service agent for the universe or the cosmos or God. No, I am making it very clear. I promote only me. I promote very clearly what is me. I don't promote anybody else. I don't waste time in promoting anybody else. Be very clear. Now, whatever I am talking to you is my clear experience. The moment when the fracture happened, from inside that bone marrow, all these understandings have come out. From inside the bone marrow, the pain or suffering did not leak into my system. Only these understandings got leaked into my system. I am telling you, the right participation means remembering the whole universe is constantly fulfilling itself through you. Universe is waiting to fulfill itself through you. Is rejoicing when you are fulfilled. Is celebrating your fulfillment. Is not your enemy. When you even have a slight effort or idea, you are his enemy. He just keeps quiet. I am happy. I am giving so much of freedom to Shani or the whole cosmos to do what they want to do on my body and mind without questioning them, without suffering. Even if you are showing a suffering face, they may think, no, it's okay, why to do, all right, leave it, it's okay. Life handles you with a tremendous sensitivity. Life handles you with a tremendous compassion. Life goes on handling you with an extraordinary inspiration to see you fulfilled. I am not giving you hope. Actually, I am not interested in giving you any positive thinking or hope or anything. I am a man who is very blunt. The people who work with me, they know. I am not the person who will encourage you. No, you are good, you should become great. No. I tell them, you are worst. disappear somewhere. It will be good for you and the universe. I am not the guy who give you hope. I am the guy who state the truth. I am telling you, not for any encouragement. I am telling you the fact. If you want to get encouraged by it, it's your participation. If not, I don't have a problem. Cosmos constantly celebrates through your existence. It is not your enemy. I tell you, just this one gestalt change in your participation is enough to lead you to fulfillment. Just this one change. With this one change, three things will happen. One, you will not accumulate or create unnecessary suffering. Second, you will not create or accumulate unnecessary confusion. Third, you will not accumulate or create unnecessary engrams which can bring suffering or confusion in the future. The participation is ignorance, and the altered participation is intelligence, and the energy which alters the way you participate in the universe is initiation. Approach life with a tremendous acceptance and gratitude. With my own example, I can tell you, with any ordinary man, this fracture could have caused tremendous physical suffering, mental suffering. I was reading in the internet, lot of people, more than the fracture pain, because they have to be just lying down, they get into depression and many other psychological problems like irritation and all that. So much of psychological problem and distrust over life, spiritual problem. But in my case, I can say very clearly, because of the right participation, neither any pain physically nor any psychological suffering and tremendous trust over the universe is mending the system. He is preparing the system, maybe for some great auspicious work. The brahmacharis and ashramites who saw, they were really suffering. I said, what are you talking? What do you mean? This small fracture, because you guys are seeing, you think this is a big suffering. If you would have seen my enlightenment experience and the next 1 year, I was settling into the body, it was almost like a maybe 10,000 fracture all over the body. I did not have any pain, but it is equivalent to 10,000 fracture. It's complete re-altering. Because you guys did not see that, you do not know the whole. Because now you are seeing this, you think it's a pain. Enlightenment itself is at least 10,000 fracture. Means the whole body gets aligned. Now it's only hand getting aligned. The whole body was getting aligned at that time. So, allowing the nature to align itself. It has only increased more trust, more feeling connection with the universe and cosmos. My participation with this incident has only increased my physical, mental, spiritual energies and auspiciousness. I'll prove within next few days the sudden surge of extraordinary powers and experiences this hand is radiating. You'll see. Because I am seeing the tremendous healing power flowing through this hand to heal that fracture. I was thinking, oh God, what amount of energy, literally like a heat, it will be coming out. And I realized maybe the hand is getting prepared to give powerful initiations to transmit the ultimate enlightenment itself, to share enlightenment, or to materialize physical objects. Maybe the body is getting ready for these extraordinary things, happenings, auspicious, extraordinary happenings. That's all. The way you participate in the universe changes the way you live, you experience universe. Life is like breeze. If you are sitting with it, it will gently flow through you and bring freshness to you. If you are fighting with it, running against it, even the small dust the breeze carries can get into your eyes and make you blind and make you curse the breeze, sun, moon, air, hill. The sacred secret from this sutra is you have the freedom to participate in the universe as you want. Do not participate in the way you are having the suffering, pain, and unfulfillment. If you are having any of this, you are not participating in right way. Immediate need for you is initiation. This is the initiation. Understand, universe is your part and it is waiting to celebrate fulfillment through you, waiting to experience ultimate through you, waiting to enjoy the extraordinary through you. Digest this truth, receive this initiation, change your participation immediately. Usually, 2-3 obstacles. One, the trust on initiation. Oh, who knows whether it is true or not. But if you see my life, my own experience, whether it is true or not, the question disappears. You can see it. If I really have pain and suffering, I don't need to cover it up and promote somebody. Whom I need to promote? I don't have any obligation to promote somebody. I'll tell, oh, there is pain, there is suffering, what can be done? Okay, nothing can be done. With all the difficulty, I don't need to promote somebody's concepts. Who knows who is Patanjali? Why should I promote whatever he spoke? I am not interested. I am only seeing What is spoke is true in my experience. That's the only reason I am promoting. Otherwise, Patanjali has not paid me, and I can't even patent on him because there are so many people claiming Patanjali's words. I can only patent my experience. I am really telling you the honest truth. Catch this as today's initiation. Life is waiting to celebrate itself through you. Life is not against you, is not your enemy. Is just waiting to gush through you, breeze through you, waiting to surge through you or flow through you. The second obstacle can be, what is the urgency? Yes, it is truth. Let us work on it later on. What is the urgency? Let me narrate one of the experience from my life. After my polytechnic education was over, I was feeling strongly that I should leave the house and start my Parivrajaka Yatra to achieve the ultimate, to realize my mission. But one side of the mind, what is there? I know we are going to go. Why so much of urgency? In Arunachala temple, there was some Utsavam. In that temple, every day some other festival will be there. After all, this festival is coming. Let me see that festival and then go. Let me see that Utsavam and then go. After all, that is not something like worldly. It's after all divine. It's not uncle's funeral or brother's marriage. It's after all divine. Why not see all this and then go slowly, leave the house? That night, I saw Ramakrishna and Sharada Devi appearing in front of me. I just fell at the feet of both of them and asked Ramakrishna initiation. He said, ask Sharada Devi, she is the expert in initiation. Then I remember very clearly Sharada Devi put her hand on my head and initiated me. Then I looked towards Ramakrishna and asked, at least tell something. Give me some upadesha, some word. He said, unless you feel like the man whose hair is burning on fire, that intense, you see, man whose hair is on fire, head is on fire, will he think, oh, let me have this cup of coffee, let me attend my brother's marriage and uncle's funeral? Neither these fellows are going to have honeymoon, nor these guys will be able to liberate. The honeymoon is going to be done by the fellow who got married. The liberation is going to be done by me. But these fellows are too busy with that. A man whose head is burning will not think, let me have this cup of coffee, later on I will go and put it off. Let me do all these things, then I will go and do all that. All I had in my system is, let me attend this temple festival and then leave Arunachala. for my search. That's all. But Ramakrishna said, unless you feel your head is on fire, with that intensity, you will not break. You will go on be postponing. That's all. Next day morning, I was out. I decided no more. One of the biggest problem is many of you may catch what I am saying. Universe is celebrating through you. He is not your enemy. But to live it, to make it as part of your cognizance, to make it as part of your thinking process, you may think, after 1 week, I'll start seriously practicing this. After a month, I'll start seriously practicing this. See, today I have to report my status. I have to give about my status. Today I have too many other work. Maybe tomorrow onwards I'll start thinking, planning strongly, deeply that these great truths in my life, this postponing is one of the serious, dangerous thing which becomes a silent destroyer in a seeker. In medical terms, they call blood pressure as a silent killer. You will not even know you have it. Suddenly you are dead by it. Same way, this postponing, I can say, is a silent destroyer of all you are seeking and all auspicious things you have. The inspiration with which you took up this spiritual life, or the understanding with which you try to transform your life, or the understanding with which you work towards the enlightenment, the whole thing can be just destroyed with this one postponement. Later on, what is there? Chalta hai. Avoid these two. One, doubt on initiation. Second, postponement. Decide. You can insert these great truths only now. If you miss next 10 minutes to take cognizance of this initiation, to make this initiation as part of your thinking process. See, in your thinking process, many places would have been corrupted. Those corrupted parts only cause suffering and confusion. Pour this initiation as a medicine in that parts of corruption and realign your thinking properly. Now take these few moments. I'll vibrate this great truth and I'll see that your inner being also is in entanglement. I can say new word, ensatsangment. And your inner space also vibrates in the same frequency and understanding of my inner space, so that this initiation, this truth is transmitted into you. Receive this initiation and fill your thinking with this one great truth. Life in all forms, including the life happening in your worst enemy. Even that life is only fulfilling you. It's only sharpening some dimension of you which is required for life.